Hey everybody, The Real Behemoth here, back in with another video for Heroes of History. Today we are going to be going into the Harbor Shop or Chrono Shop. So on the top left there you see Harbor Shop, but this is specifically the Chrono Shop. The Harbor building is not in effect in the game yet. It is coming down the line. Let's talk about the Chrono Shop. So the Chrono Shop is going to be a massive update for Heroes of History, and we've got a lot more big updates coming soon. So very excited to make some content on it, and very excited to have some changes come to the game. But let's go ahead and talk about this. So the Chrono Shop, you have a bunch of different resources and materials that you can go ahead and purchase with Chrono Crystals. Well, how do you get Chrono Crystals? You get Chrono Crystals by doing summons. So instead of Hero XP in the bottom, now they're going to convert to these Chrono Crystals. Well, you need Chrono Crystals to get, and you have the Chrono Shop at the bottom right, but you need Chrono Crystals to get these materials. You can still buy your Hero Experience points, and additionally now, you can buy food. You can buy some of the Stardust Quartz that are now needed for Ascension. You can buy some pulls, and most importantly, you can buy some folios, some crest, and some additional items needed for Ascension. Some of them have limits, like you see on the portals and the folios, and they refresh on the clock. I believe it's weekly, if I'm not mistaken, but this is a big improvement. Now we're not going to really have a massive cap on folios. I feel like this is going to make a very large difference. However, we also have to keep in mind, we now need a ton of these Stardust Quartz. So if you look at an example here with my Medusa, I need 16 Stardust Quartz. So each one is about 100. So you need about 1,600 in order to get the Ascension mats needed for your Medusa or level 120 upgrade. We have Rally of Heroes going, so a lot of people are going to be doing some pulls. I'll make a video on me doing some pulls here shortly. However, we've got Joan of Arc's 10 times improvement, and so I'm just going to do it during that event. It would be really kind of cool to max out my Joan, so I'm going to be waiting for that. But the Chrono Shop is going to be massive, so definitely I recommend to build a Hero Academy. You want to be able to farm these Hero XP points without having to use your Chrono Crystals on them. The food changes and varies per era. So at higher era levels, you're going to be able to get more food per Chrono Crystal. Same thing as if you were gem rushing your heroes. Each gem is going to give you more food than previous eras. And I believe these materials also change. I want to say these Ascension materials, but I'm not sure. The crests, I'm interested in to see if those change as well. So very curious to see what the refresh looks like, if it changes the values of some of these things or the items themselves. But a lot of people are going to be buying food, pulls, etc. from these. I would say your number one thing that you're going to want to be able to snag off the jump are going to be your folios. Your folios are going to be a lot of our current hurdles and blockages in the game, obstacles, if you will, in ascending our heroes. But then along with that, you're also going to need these Stardust Quartz. So definitely make sure you get those Stardust Quartz as you're getting the folios, so that you're not blocked by the quartz instead of the folios. But you also want to keep, a little bit in stock, so that, if a new hero comes out, you pull for it, you're all set. Now, I personally am not going to be buying any antimatters or portal pulls from the Chrono Shop. I think that they are very expensive for their worth, in my opinion. You can buy almost a folio for buying 2 of the antimatters, and it just does not make sense for me. So I think that I'm going to do folios number 1, Stardust Quartz number 2, and food number 3. Now, with the new era coming as well, we have, I believe it's called the High Middle Ages. You're going to need a ton of resources and RP to progress, and it's going to take, even the top players, quite a while to max that out. So that's going to be a great addition into the game. But along with that, I believe the wiki page has updated everything. There's been some adjustments on leveling heroes with the new Ascension materials, because along with the Stardust Quartz and the folio, we're going to now need something called a prism, I believe it was called. And the Prism is going to be in, I think, the Arena Shop. If I'm not mistaken, the Arena Shop is coming down the line here soon. And so they have just sent an announcement and a notice for the Arena Shop. So the Prism of Fate is a new Ascension material you'll need to starting at level 50. You're going to use these where the folios don't show up. So it's going to be every 10 levels. You're going to need some sort of Ascension material. With the high, Middle Ages, there's been increased level caps for 5 and 4-star heroes, new campaigns, new Tesla battles, a new treasure hunt difficulty. So a ton for us to really see upcoming. And then along with that, we've got some gear. We got an equipment system coming out. So great updates and forecasts for the game. I can't even say it any louder. I mean, the roadmap for this game is getting better and better. And so we're going to start seeing hopefully some new players. Hopefully they'll create a new server down the line upcoming. But I'm really excited for these changes that are coming. So once I pull for the Rally of Heroes event, once the Joan 10X promo is out here, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'll be buying from the Chrono Shop. So I'll be buying some folios, some Stardust quartz, etc. So really excited for this update. Let me know what you guys think. What are you going to be buying in your Chrono Shop? Do your Ascension materials like the banners and the crests vary on your account because you're at a lower era? Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking about all these new things coming to the game. Sorry for the video cut in there. Totally forgot to mention, we also do have a new kind of quest line, it looks like, for Chrono Crystals. So please keep that in mind when you spend your Chrono Crystals. Obviously, you're going to see a check mark pop up when you complete it. But when you complete it, make sure you collect these. This is going to be a great starting boost for, your lineups. And it's going to be really nice to see, you get some additionals for, additional rewards for what you spend. It's going to be really helpful to start once these quest lines get easily run through. So it'll be done pretty quickly, but keep that in mind when you are spending your Chrono Crystals. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Please leave a like and subscribe.